Okay, a little bit odd. Last week we're building the upper arm, which I didn't feel we'd finished, and now here we are building the first finger of the left hand. But never mind, that's how we go. Let's see how I got on. So hello, welcome to stage 77. We'll be where we will be building the first finger of the left hand, and let's have a look at the parts. So we have the left arm joint. This is plastic, although like all of these pieces it looks metal. And then we have piece 2, and then we have lots of little pieces. Sometimes I just need the tweezers to get them out. So this is the left hand first finger component, and these are metal. We then have what looks like a small pair of handcuffs, I think, from this angle. This is the left hand first finger component. Piece 4 is the lengthened handcuffs, I'm going to call these, and this is left hand first finger component. And then we have piece 5 is the left hand first finger component, and then that leaves us with this little bag of goodies, 2 little bags of goodies. So let's get a knife out, cut that bag open, and we have 77.6 is left hand first finger component. I would call that a fingertip. And then we have piece 7 is 3 times finger joint connector. Now these are metal, or they certainly feel like metal. 1, 2, 3. 77.8, and this comes in another bag. These are finger joint connector pin 3, and one's just rolled off. Thankfully I saw. Now these are the same as the, well, they look very similar to the previous one, except that the pins are longer, not so long. So there's 2, and there is the third one that tried to roll away, and that leaves us with some almost invisible plastic sleeves, and there's 3 of these. So, and we will also need some gel type super glue. So let's find ourselves a bit of packaging. There we go, and a cocktail stick and some gel type super glue. So now, when I did the finger on the other hand, I didn't actually have my super glue to hand, and I used ordinary liquid super glue. I would have said that that was a terrible idea, because it isn't really very strong. This gel type is much stronger. So let's have a look at the first stage. So the first stage is to arrange these parts into a specific order, and that order is number 5, and you see here we've got this triangular parts. This wants to go over that way, away from the hand. Then we have the, what I'm calling the longer handcuffs, and right, so we have, I can't tell which way round this goes, it seems to be absolutely identical. I want to say that there's a shorter side this side, but when you actually hold it, I think that looks slightly shorter. When you turn it over, then that side looks shorter. So let's do a little dry fit. That seems to be absolutely fine. And then the next piece, again, this seems to be the same anyway round, and we'll finish that up with this finger component, and then we'll finish that up with the fingertip, and that's step 1 complete. So step 2 is to take the first 2 finger components, which is this piece, and now we're going to hold them with this tab at the top, and then we're going to bring in piece number 4, and what we need to then do is take this longer pin, and we need to just pop this plastic sleeve over there like so, and just as I remember, it's quite a stiff fit. And then we're going to pop this piece with the plastic sleeve. That's going to go in through the bottom like so, and then it's going to meet up with this one, and in it goes. And that's the first finger joint, and then we have a little cap on the top, and now it doesn't say anything about glue. Fit a plastic sleeve 77.9 over one of the joint connectors 77.7, fit part 77.9 and 7 up through the holes. A finger joint pin will be fitted downwards. Now it tells us that that joint is going in there like so. As you can see, it doesn't hold very well, and it does tell us to actually, oh, here we go, so it's actually step 3. Apply a little super glue to one of the finger joint pins. So we'll do that now. So small amount of super glue onto the tub, into the tub, and then what we'll do is we will just apply that a little bit of super glue into the middle. I suspect it won't make any difference if we get any super glue onto the sleeve, but what we don't want is to get any super glue onto the actual finger joint. What we're doing is we're gluing this peg in, and we'll give that a few seconds, and I seem to be suffering from glue that doesn't want to stick today. Nope, that's fine. So let's be quite forceful and try and remove that. Yeah, that's not coming out. So as long as it's not coming out, I'm considering that a success. So next step, step 4, we want to repeat this process. So with this on this side, now what's happening is the pin is on this side. For this particular one, this smaller pin is going to be on the bottom, so we're actually going to drive in the longer pin from the top. So we drove it in from what's now the bottom. So we want to repeat the process. Plastic sleeve on top of the longer pin. This one doesn't want to play ball. Now if I remember rightly, I actually got this with the Agora. This is still the Agora models, but when the Hachette version came out, they didn't give us any of these plastic sleeves. They did give us plastic sleeves later on, and one of the benefits of being the Agora customer was that you got the plastic sleeves at stage 1, and as you can see, they have corrected that mistake straight away with this one. So now we just need to pop that last pin in. There we go. Super glue in. The real trick here is being neat. If you put in too much glue, you're going to run the risk of having a finger that doesn't articulate. And obviously if you've got some super glue activator, you can always pop it onto the pin. That's still not going. Right. So I'm just giving my super glue a really good shake. I don't know, it seems to be playing up today. I was building something earlier using super glue and it really didn't want to play ball. So usually when it doesn't play ball, it's because I haven't shaken it up. But this time it just seems to be just not playing. Maybe it's because it's the holiday season. There we go. No, see, that's still not going in. Okay. Oh, that one nearly stuck. So I'll leave that for a minute. We'll check it towards the end. Then on to the next stage, which is stage 5, and this time we want the pin with the sleeve on it to come in from the bottom instead of the top. So we're alternating where the pins are coming in from, and by the time we finish this hand, I think we will no longer enjoy this, will we? Right. So I would love to say I miss doing these fingers. Do you know what? I'm not sure I've done this the right way round. So yeah, there we go. I was a little bit worried there. I was looking at where the pins were, and then having said to you we need to alternate the pins. Let's check that now. Yeah, that's still not sticking, is it? Right. Let's put a big dollop on the pot, just in case there's a little bit of bad glue stuck in the nozzle. When you shake the glue, it does shake the bottle contents, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't shake what's in the actual nozzle. Right, so to continue this one then, I'll worry about that one in a moment. So little dollop of glue into the middle of the pin. As I say, I don't think it's going to make much difference if we get the glue onto the plastic sleeve, but what we do not want is to get the glue onto the metal, what I'm calling the handcuffs. Right, so that's stuck in there. That's perfect. So I have faith for this piece. Maybe I've just not got the glue into the correct contact points. Maybe I didn't put enough in. You really don't want to put a lot of glue in, because you are going to run the risk of getting glue on the outside. If you feel you want to put more glue in, don't put a lot of glue in. Put two or three small amounts. And then give it a minute to set. That's still not going in, so that's interesting. I don't enjoy things when things don't work. I love the challenge, but I don't like it when it does not working. Right, I'm going to leave that for a minute and I'll go back to it. It might just be that it needs time to set. And the last thing we need to do is to pop that onto there. Now we will need to apply a little bit of super glue, and now one of my viewers, P40F20, he made a suggestion many weeks ago that I haven't been using the word glue squidge, but you'll be glad to know I will use that word today. So what I'm doing is I'm placing some glue onto the top of this bare fingertip, slightly more than you need, and we are going to squidge that glue down, but not so much that it comes out the sides, and then that can go onto there, and then again we'll test that in a moment. Let's go back to this other pin. Yeah, that's still not sticking, is it? So let's try plan B. Let's apply some glue to the little peg. Maybe this is the way we should have done it in the first place. Apply glue to the peg, not to the actual hole. Oh god, that's gone straight in. So maybe we needed to apply, sometimes if you can't get a good contact with the surface, sometimes you put a bit of glue on and then allow that to dry and then put more glue in. It kind of makes contact better. But whatever we've done, that's done the job, and this fingertip is not coming undone. So there we go. So there we have a finger, and I would guess this is, no, I think all the fingers are the same size. Now this feels a little bit better than the previous hand. This seems to me that it fits a lot better. It seems a little bit of a stiffer connection, but the problem I had with the other hand is more in the joint there. I do have one finger that will just rotate like that, but it's not going to make too much difference. So that's stage complete. So we have the first finger of the left hand has been assembled, and we also have this spare piece here, which I wonder if that's got something to do with the upper arm. So it might well be that we're doing a little bit of a parts collection before going back to the upper arm. But I am a little bit disappointed we're not working on that upper arm. We've been putting a few weeks worth of effort in, and then to suddenly stop seems a little bit strange to me. But that's this week's issue complete. I hope you join me in the next issue when we will be doing the parts for assembling the left hand and the arm joint. So I'll catch you then. Bye bye.